Welcome to Fabulously Flawed with your host, Marni, where Mondays mean motivation, and by Wednesday, we're dishing out dazzling advice with a Newsweek twist. This is your go-to spot for embracing the mess, celebrating the successes, and never letting anyone dull your sparkle. Join us for laughs, life lessons, and a whole lot of fun. Fabulously Flawed, where perfect is overrated and every flaw is fabulous.
Hey, fabulous friends. Welcome to my first Monday Motivational with Marni episode. It's Monday, so it's time to get motivated. Thank you for listening to Fabulously Flawed podcast. Every Monday, I'm going to do maybe 10-minute episodes to start off the week. And of course, the episodes with Taylor on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I think on Mondays, it's a great way to start out the week feeling positive. Instead of saying, ugh, it's Monday, we could say, wow, Monday, new week, new opportunities. So this episode I am calling I Am What I Am. Because we are who we are. And rather than nitpick and look at ourselves in such negativity, let's start changing the narrative and looking at ourselves with positivity and saying the affirmations like I am playful, I am kind, I am powerful, I am fun, I am sincere, I am valuable, I am caring, rather than looking and going, oh, I'm gross, I'm this and that. Because I've said this before, guys, the universe doesn't hear words, it feels the vibration. So when you're feeling like, oh, nothing goes right, this really sucks, all the universe hears is bleh, bleh, like Debbie Downer. And that's what you're going to gravitate, and that's what you are going to embrace and be like a magnet for. On the flip side, when you feel amazing, even though your situation might be crappy as heck right now, but you still are able to find the bright side. You're still able to shine despite all of the rainstorms. Look at me. Let me be that example. I have been on emotional deathbed probably for 50 years of my 54 years of living. It has been hell, but you know what? If I didn't go through that hell, how could I be here helping others, sparkling still, not letting anybody dull my sparkle? Every circumstance and horrific situation I went through, which is unimaginable, and I also say, side note, I will give anybody $5,000 cash if you read my book and you don't find yourself inspired or feeling better about yourself. Game on. Anybody hasn't met my challenge yet might raise the price to $10,000, might maybe become more of an incentive. But in any event, so many of us are looking at other people and we're comparing. We're saying, oh my God, look at how pretty she is. You know, her blonde hair, her perfect life. She has a great body, drives a great car. Oh, I'm so jealous. My life sucks. Okay, what you see is superficial stuff. We see things on social media, which is so wrong because we compare. I mean, anyone listening, would you put on a crappy picture of yourself? Of course not. You want to post the best. We take 100 pictures and then we find and filter out the best one. So if you yourself listening only put up your best, then you know other people are only putting up their best. So you may say, oh my gosh, look at her. She just got into the best college and her pretty hair and she's so perfect. Well, you do realize her at-home life is absolutely atrocious, that her dad is a horrible, horrific alcoholic who beats her. Nobody knows that goes on behind the closed doors. So everyone's so quick to assume just by a group of people in a pic, just by that situation alone, my ADHD brain is jumping from subject to subject. I know for years I would see people take a picture on social media, on Facebook, and I'm like, wait, they're not really friends, or why wasn't I invited? Two different topics. The people that you think, when you look at it, it looks like, oh my God, these people are having the best time. My life sucks. But in reality, everybody happened to have been standing next to each other when someone said, guys, get together for a picture. Trust me, because I've been in those pictures. So I want everyone to change the narrative and start thinking all of the positive and beautiful things you have. It's like I look at people in everyday lives, and sometimes we're the teacher and sometimes we're the student. I'm in awe when I get my nails done, how talented they are, or when someone gives a really good pedicure. They're amazing. And I see people that look down on the pedicurist, and I've been like, excuse me, can you do that? So everyone is amazing at something. So we're all equal and we all have our amazing gifts. We just got to tap into it and believe it. We have so many amazing, wonderful qualities within, but the first time we think something bad, it takes away all the good, which is ridiculous. I mean, I always use food as an analogy, which might go hand in hand with my eating disorder because I don't eat a lot, but yet I use food analogies. I'm going to use my Thanksgiving dinner as an analogy. Your life is full. Let's say you take away a heaping of potatoes. Okay, so that's one thing that you don't like about yourself, hypothetically, but it doesn't mean you still don't have a perfectly good meal. So what I'm trying to say, I know my husband right now is just rolling his eyes thinking, ay, 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 she goes all over the place. One bad thing that we think about ourselves or what somebody else might think of us, which is none of our business, none of our business, it takes away all the good. So look at life as our Thanksgiving meal. If you don't have it all, it's still delicious, just like yourself, because we're not perfect. We are all flawed, but we are all fabulous in our own certain ways. There are people, I wish you would look in the mirror every morning because it works, or say this to yourself because your mind believes it. I am kind, I am sensitive, I am strong, I am love, I am humor, I am bold. All of these things make up who we are. So let's start feeding our brain good stuff instead of all this negative stuff. And please, for the love of God, I am begging you, please stop comparing anything you see on social media. I promise you, you are not able to enjoy your real life right here in the here and now if you're sitting there comparing to somebody else, because just like Brene Brown said, comparison is the thief of joy, and we deserve to be happy. We only have this one life to live. Might as well make it happy, because how has it been working out so far? Suffering, not so good. So we can reprogram our minds. I went from saying, why was I born? Why am I here? Why is this happening to me? And then my light bulb aha moment went off and I said, what am I going to learn from this? And everything changed. I have spent the past 5 years, you could still be sad and sparkle, you can dazzle and be depressed, but I have been healing, I have been learning, I have been nurturing, I have been helping. And every experience in my life, no matter how horrific and traumatic and drama I have had, thank God. Thank you for giving me this life, because now I could take all those experiences and talk to you, talk to Newsweek, do my podcast, Exhibit A or Exhibit Fabulously Flawed. Seriously, when people look at me, get past the few minutes of sparkle, and when you see what I have been through and what I have endured, I wouldn't wish basically one day of my life for anybody to have to live. But I think I was the chosen one, and God or the universe or somebody said, her. We are going to choose her to go through every possible way in the most unimaginable ways to go through life so she can help heal the world when needed. I know I am not perfect. I am perfectly imperfect. I know that the worst that people have had it in life, they seem to be the kindest because they get it. And there are some people who have been completely sheltered, and be so grateful that you don't get what people are talking about. If you can't comprehend somebody being so depressed, thank your lucky stars. But I am trying to get everybody to tweak their mental health like you do your physical health. We go to the doctor, we have a headache, we break a bone, God forbid diabetes, God forbid cancer, anything across the board. We will take medicine for it. But people seem to think medicine for your brain is a failure, and I was hurt. When I was diagnosed with ADHD and every other disorder possible at 47, I agreed. I said, okay, I am a clusterfuck of crazy, all over the place. I will take ADHD medicine, and Adderall changed my life. It was the most eye-opening. It was horrific what I opened my eyes to, but I couldn't believe my entire life was in a fog. Like the Claritin commercial, how it's all hazy and everything clears up. That was my brain. So I refused to go on any antidepressant. I said, I'm not depressed, even though it's not just a depression thing. It's mood. I mean, it just makes everything livable and not overwhelming. And I said, I am not going to take it. And I argued with my psychiatrist. And then Kate Spade died of suicide. And I said, okay, flag thrown. I need medication, because I was so, with the Adderall, it made me angry, but I didn't address the anger. But I was so raged all the time that the antidepressant leveled everything out. And I can't imagine today, honestly, ever living without medication. Is my life perfect? Of course not. But I know how to handle things better. I don't go from 0 to 100. I don't do a level 10 for a level 2 reaction anymore. So if you don't have to feel this heaviness, this doom within, there is medication. And I know it's not for everybody, but if anyone is out there listening, wondering, should I take medication? I'm going to say yes, because I wouldn't be here. I would probably be dead, honestly, if I didn't reach out for help, if I didn't start any medication, if I didn't have my daily routines that keep me sane. Little things. I know I'm going a little off topic. This was a different episode. In the morning, make your bed. It sounds, some people do it automatically, but it's a sense of accomplishment. Sounds something as small as that. A routine. It keeps your mind healthy and focused. Boundaries. They are not meant to upset anybody. If that's how somebody interprets you saying, I need an extra 10 minutes at the coffee shop because you need it to decompress and from your day, if someone gets mad, that's not your problem. It's so hard, I know, implementing boundaries because people think that we're being rude, but we're not. You're just doing what's good for you and not people pleasing, because that's part of self-love. You are, again, the I am, resourceful. I am lucky. I am lovable. I am transforming. I am silly. I say these things daily to myself, and I hope you guys do too. And if not, if you start, I promise, just the way you look at things changes. When you go outside and it's cloudy, you could be, oh crap, I'm not going to get a tan, or yay, it's not raining. How we look at things and our perspective can make or break our day. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first Monday motivational with Marni. I am what I am. Let's start saying the good things that we are instead of the bad. Smile. Our faces are too pretty to pout. Show the world your sparkle. Never let anyone dull your sparkle, and never, ever, ever let anyone burst your bubble. Check out our episode tomorrow with Taylor and I, and it's going to be a fun Q&A with Tay. Q&A with Tay. That's what it is, Q&A with Tay. So sending everybody so much love and peace. Thank you guys for listening.
We're dishing out dazzling advice with a Newsweek twist. This is your go-to spot for embracing the mess, celebrating the successes, and never letting anyone dull your sparkle. Join us for laughs, life lessons, and a whole lot of fun. Fabulously Flawed, where perfect is overrated and every flaw is fabulous.